Hi guys, I'm going to share with you the cards. Sorry I couldn't get in the last video. It went a little bit longer than expected, but let's get started so we can get through it soon. Okay, I made some cards and my mom asked me to make some thank you cards for people who've been helping her work on some construction and stuff like that. So I won't get into detail, but anyway, she wanted to have some cards for men and for women, so I had a lot of fun and coming up with some things. So I used the tiny tags from Papertrey Ink, and I used both sets. This one is the striped one, this is the polka dot ones, and I also used the MFT Do Not Disturb This Mouse Pure Innocent stamp set, and he's super cute. And then I used the framed out #1 with the die. It looks like this, and that thank you so very much. So, and I probably used some other things too, but I didn't take them out, so I'll just get started. So here is my mouse. I paper pieced him using some leftover Halloween scraps, and this one says Z, or Z for sleeping, and then rest up. And I thought they turned out really cute. So for all the hard work, must be tired mouses. So. And I added some little staples there. So those are guy cards. Here's another one. And I added some wheels and gears and a button. And these things I got from Etsy online. I have to get the memo pins that have just the safety clips. So I don't have any of those, so I had to use the broad ones. There's another one with the tiny tags, and it's just all the different little thank you ones. And then I got a little of that measuring tape ribbon, and then that's from the Ali Edwards stamp that I got the other day, or last time. This is another one. I pulled in this beautiful seam binding to match that ink there, and I loved how that turned out. And I got one of those resin flowers, a little butterfly. Here's another guy one with that framed out one. And I popped this one, and this one I just put flat, and then I put the sentiment in there and a star, so that would be good for a guy. Here's one for a girl, and it says thank you so very much again, and then I added some different little elements there. I really liked how that card turned out. This frame is super fun, and I ordered a couple more of those ones, the #2 and #3. And then I used my Martha Stewart punch, and this was just something, a few of these cards were inspired from Pinterest, so I got some ideas from there and I took them and made them my own, so I liked how they turned out. So this one is super, super sweet. Oh, that one's gorgeous, I love it. And this one I was just playing around, and when I had this, I used this one, and then I really liked how it was left over. So I just decided to put it on a card, use a white gel pen, add a sentiment, and then I actually did an edge print there like that. So I thought that turned out really neat. A very simple plain card. Oh, and I forgot to pull my Papertrey Ink Simply Jane set, so you'll get a peek. I haven't used that one yet, and it was so much fun. So I put thank you so much. Isn't she gorgeous? And I made her a little necklace. I love that red and smoky gray. Here's another thank you card, and I did some glitter on some sticky tape, and she's gorgeous. And I did that's the Brilliance Moonlight White ink. So, oh, I could stare at that card. Sorry, guys. This one's really, really sweet too. So. And those papers were from the Black Currant collection. And then I had some leftover paper, and I love this one is for friends, and they're really nice and popped up there. And then I used my oval dies to get that center one there too. And I stamped with my music stamp that I had to get the background. And then it says thank you so much. And then this is the last one, and this is from the Sunflower set from Papertrey Ink, and I did these in some colors, so I got a nice turquoise, a pale purple, and then a bright pink. And I love this fun green color and I tied that green over here in the leaves, and the Ellie Edwards stamp again. So those are my cards to share with you. And I wanted to share a couple things I picked up. My the craft store or material store had a sale on buttons, so, and some other things, so I picked them up. These were 2 for $1. So there's the flower ones, and these ones are like little flowers too, but they're wooden. There's some more flowers, and then these ones kind of look like starbursts, or a neat design. These ones have anchors on them, and these ones have little suns and rays on them. So I'm going to send a couple packages to my mom. These ones say classic, and they're like white. That's really nice. You probably can't see that. And then some more anchors. So that one's for me, and then the other one's for my mom, and a couple other. And then I picked up these birds, and they were 2 for $1, or 2 for 105 yen. And there's some orange, and then these black birds. This one's pink and black, and then this green, and then blue. And I super love these. I picked the pink and the black one for me, but I really like this green. And this blue too, so I don't know. I'm going to send another one to my mom because I'm going to send her beach album soon. And the last thing I want to share with you is I got some thing in from Jody, confessionsofarivermanaddict.com. Got some sticky stuff, and I ordered a ton because I love this. So I got 2 black. This one's open already. It comes with all of this. It comes with 4 sheets of these octagon ones, or hexagon ones I should say, and then a small dots and the big dots, and I use those dots a lot. So I also got 2 packages of all of these mixed dots in black and white, and then I also got 2 of the white ones with the hexagon ones there too, and I like them. I just use my paper piercer, and I take off the backs, and it works really easy for me. And then lastly, I have some Tim Holtz Distress Powder in peeled paint, and I do not like this. So if anybody, I was reorganizing my embossing powders and whatnot, and I decided I should get rid of this, but I can't throw it out because I feel bad with that. So if anyone wants this, send me a message or mail, and I'll see if I can get that out to you. Okay, thanks. Have a good day. Bye.